This field south of Vivian in the arm of Springfield used to be a forest like this. Heavy machines moved in to clear the land and drill wells like this one. Josh Mustard and his wife Georgina live with their 8 kids on the acreage next door.
Maybe head down the power lines and I'll show you the site.
The site is a proposed processing facility for a Calgary mining company called Silica. This is what the mining company's after. 99.85% pure silica sand from about 150 feet below the surface.
Well, it's been here since, I guess, early 70s.
Josh Mustard doesn't want this plant next door, and he's opposed to removing sand from an aquifer that stretches across southeastern Manitoba.
There's no replacing it. You know what I mean? Like, once it's gone, it's gone. That's the problem with mining. Like, you're removing a resource.
Silica originally came to Manitoba to look for frac sand for use in oil drilling. They ended up finding silica so pure it could be used to make solar panels.
That sand is not easily obtainable around the world. The deposit in Manitoba is probably the largest high purity scalable deposit in the world.
Silica has spent the last few years amassing mineral rights claims across southeastern Manitoba. Silica plans to suck out the sand by drilling 16-inch wide wells down through the clay and gravel just below the surface, down through a thick layer of porous limestone, and then punch through a relatively non-porous layer of shale and end up in a layer of sandstone. The company then plans to pump air down into the pipe and then suck the sand up to the surface. The sand will then be transported to Silica's processing facility, where it will be dried and loaded onto rail cars. Any excess water will be cleaned and pumped back into the ground. Silica is seeking approval from the Clean Environment Commission, that's Manitoba's environmental regulator, to remove up to 33 million tons of sand over the next 24 years. They want to drill up to 300 wells a year for a total of 7,200 wells over the lifetime of the project. Critics fear all these wells could degrade the quality of water below the surface of southern Manitoba. The limestone layer before the ground is formally known as the Red River Carbonate Aquifer. Lower down, the sandstone layer is the almost entirely separate Winnipeg Sandstone Aquifer. Critics fear thousands of punctures in the semi-permeable shale between the two aquifers will cause the waters to mix, potentially affecting water quality. They also fear the potential of underground collapses after the sand's removed.
The science has never been tried.
Bradley Simmons lives on 60 hectares of land in the arm of Springfield.
Getting approved for 25 years seems like a long time. And for something that has never been done before, why couldn't we just do a couple years, trial purposes, test the well water, see what happens underneath us?
Simmons is among hundreds of people opposed to the mining proposal. They formed an opposition group called Our Line in the Sand.
Ethically, this project shouldn't even be considered. It is taking place directly in the only freshwater drinking source for southeast Manitoba.
Brent Bullen says more wells won't affect water quality in the aquifer. He insists his company's plans are not experimental.
What we've done is we've taken existing technologies and we've just applied them in a different manner.
Some experts hired by the Clean Environment Commission are skeptical. So are Josh and Georgina Mustard.
We bought this place to secure for our family and our kids. If this goes through and things go wrong, then what? Then we have to leave? We have to uproot everything we know?
The Clean Environment Commission has to issue its decision about this proposal by June 22nd. Bartley Kivas, CBC News, south of Vivian in the arm of Springfield.